Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wow, taking his shot on the very first play. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Irish. Well, a touchdown to a wide-open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Important third down play coming up. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Crucial third down play coming up. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Breaking free at the 35. Enough for the first, but still going. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No chance to catch him.
Chris, that is one way to make an impact play out of nothing. What an incredible sprint by this quarterback. One man had his track shoes on in this play.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Hands it off on the counter. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Throws a stiff arm. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. QB decides to keep it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback still with the football. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Hasn't been much of a contest. Well, this is a 3rd consecutive impressive performance. You can't be better than 3-0 to start the season. This team is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, we're continuing to see great things from this team. What we're learning is they've got all the pieces to make a run, but they've got to stay focused. They got to avoid the injury bug and continue to execute every week. And if they do that, we've got a real contender here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Jackrabbit. Ready. Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They give it to him again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Using his feet to buy time. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Get set.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film.
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here's the handoff. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Floating away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice.
Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Snap in the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these.
He's off to the races. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is.
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Irish. And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. He's going to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He chucks one out to the right. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Trying to find his man on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the run, fires downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Comes out throwing on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Still on his feet at the 45. Great move there. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Still looking on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, wants to throw. This time he's got his man.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say,
touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders. Hot.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Man, just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency.
Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can...
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because
here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a
going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and 10 here.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
The give to the lone running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Shows him the stiff arm. And that's a live ball. Oh, an averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Let's go.
He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When
makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been...
Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Already he find a hole in that secondary? He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they...
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively...
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Dances away from the heat. He'll throw one to his right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down...
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now they'll run the draw. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're going to run it to the right. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the...
He's got it at the 30. All kinds of running room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ready. Set. Set. Ready. 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 Spider. Set. Hound 55 weak. Hot. Easy. Easy. Go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Set. Hut. Hut. Come on, set. Hut. 42 Spider. Ready. Slab. Ready, set. Igloo. Ready. Cricket. Set hot. Get set. Get set. Ready, go. Moose. Set. 29 Phil. Ready, ready. Set. Set. Green 25. Hot. Jackrabbit. Go. Cobra. Ready, ready. Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and a first down for the offense. Here we go.
From the gun, the ground game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Williams. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's McCray. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll fire to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes...
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well.
Gonna let it fly. Snatches it on the right. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Irish. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's McCray. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over...
He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the air on first down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns.
Here come the Irish back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Off he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense?
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
22 Spider. 4-2 hot.
Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback will audible. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches, plenty to give him a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now on second down. Off the play fake. He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough.
Receivers always have to be so careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally, so give that receiver credit. Nice job on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't.
Gonna take a shot at this, DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. First down, 10 yards to go. Quarterback checking off. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. Quarterback gets enough. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And running the option, when you got a quarterback like this that's dynamic, you tell him, I'm running the football unless they give me a reason to use another option. And he didn't need another option. Dude, what a game breaker. Just takes off.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This option rushing attack stresses a defense in so many different ways. That's already their second rushing touchdown using the option.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Unloads it downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down. Oh, what a move to get open. Dances away again. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And it's plays like that that galvanize a home crowd. Just listen to this place right now. It was an awesome job on the scramble, getting what he could get, breaking free, and creating an explosive play. But this is where the home field advantage really kicks in. You get this crowd and this volume rocking, man, they are hard to beat at home when they sound like that.
He'll do it himself. Shakes off a tackler. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. This This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's...
Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that.
Continues to fight for yards. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. Quick step and go. Still making moves. Touchdown, Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Going to the running game. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. The lead. First down here for the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Okay.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
3-25.
Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Going up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially, David.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.